Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Yomi Brown of Yommycrochetlogy, and today's tutorial is a beautiful bag in a hat. So I have a separate tutorial for the hat. This is my bucket hat. I just put the little flower to match up with the bag. And so if you like my content that talks about crochets, installing our crochet pieces, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. So let's get started. These are the things that we will be needing for this tutorial. I think it is called a tape yarn. So I have a tape yarn here, and this is the information. This is from Hobby. And I have here my cotton yarn. These are mercerized cotton yarn, and we'll be using that for the embroidery. And the 6.50mm hook and 5.50mm hook, needles, fabric glue, and some stitch markers. And of course, your scissors. So let's get started and use the biggest size hook that you have. I have here my 6.50mm hook, and we will start a project with a slip knot, however you're comfortable in making one. And then make a chain of 25. So this is 3, 4, 5, 24 and 25. So this is 25 chain, and then we will change our hook into a smaller size hook, which is 5.50mm hook, and then chain of 1 and half double crochet in the stitch after that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So continue your half double crochet until you reach at the other end. Then we have here the last stitch, and we have to make 2 half double crochet. So that's 2, and then a chain of 1, and again 2 half double crochets in the same stitch. So it's increase, chain 1 and increase. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. It's the corner, and then you have to put your stitch marker in the chain 1 that we made so you will not lose it. And then half double crochet all the way again back up here. And half double crochet again all the way back up into your other side. So I'm here at the other side of our little corners. So again, you have to do the increase in this stitch here. Increase means 2 half double crochet together in the same stitch, and then chain 1, and again another increase in the same stitch. Okay, so that's the second corner. And now just half double crochet straight away to the stitch after that. You don't need to slip stitch or chain 1, just half double crochet again, so it's seamless. So half double crochet all the way into the other side of your bag. So we're here in the second side of our bag, and we will just finish it off with half double crochet again until we reach the stitch marker. Okay, so this time no increase, just half double crochet your way around in every stitches. Okay, so you can remove the stitch marker right now, so just half double crochet around. Okay, so now we have the nice little corner here. You can see the beginning of the bag. So continue your half double crochet until you reach into your next stitch marker. So I'm here right now in our stitch markers. Half double crochet around again, like what we did in the other side. So no increase, just half double crochet. So from now on, our work will be in rounds. So we'll be working in rounds and no increase. Just keep doing the rounds of half double crochet around your little bag, adding rows and rows of half double crochet until you're happy with the height of your bag. Okay, so add as many rows as needed for you to be satisfied with your bag's height. So we're done with our rows and rows of half double crochet, and make sure the two sides is the same height. Okay, and then we will attach the straps. So in each side we will put a stitch marker again to see where to place our straps. And this time single crochet in each stitches and chain 1, single crochet in each stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and chain 1 and turn your work. And this time single crochet in each stitches you started for your strap. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have here 5 stitches. Okay, so 2 in each side of the stitch marker, and then chain 1, turn your work. Okay, so that's how you will make a strap. So make sure you always have 5 stitches to work into to keep our work straight. So just 5 single crochets and add as many rows as possible for you to have a nice straps. So I am about to end with my straps. I'm quite happy with the length of my straps. 17 inches long. So it is 17 inches long straps. Okay, so if you want it longer than that, you can always add more rows. Okay, so we will attach it now to the other side. We will just single crochet it to the bag itself. So how you're going to do that is put the 3rd stitch of your straps into your stitch marker where your stitch marker is in the bag. So in that way we figured out where is the center, and then insert your hook and just single crochet. So insert your hook into the bag and then single crochet, and then single crochet into the next stitch. Okay, so it's just a basic single crochet to attach our straps to the bag itself, and then you can remove your stitch marker and continue your single crochet. Make sure you insert your hook into the same stitch, just align the stitches. And then make a slip stitch into the chain 1 that you made into your straps rows. Okay, into your bag to close off the row. And then find the center of your bag. Okay, you can put a stitch marker in there so you will not lose it. And we will attach the yarn or a string of yarn into that stitch where your stitch marker is. It's used as a closure for the bag. And now I'm just sketching some vines here. Again, this is personal preferences. If you are established embroiderer, you can always go on and start the embroidery. So I have here finished flowers and vines. So this is what it looks like right now, and I have here the needles ready to go. So one in the purple color and the other is green for the vines and the other is for flowers. So you can also use a embroidery thread, but in my case I just use mercerized cotton. I will add another vine here just to show you guys how I did these vines. So first is we will insert our needle from the back So always start at the back and always end at the back or inside of the bag. So the needle is out, and just pull that needle and make back stitch. So if you're familiar with your basic stitches of sewing, we're using back stitch here. So insert your needle here, get out in this side here, and then pull the thread in the needle and go back to where you started. That's a back stitch. And insert your needle and get out in the other side of the thread. Okay, so there's a gap in between the threads. Okay, and then keep coming back to where you started. And as long as you want it, as twisted as you want it, so it's up to you. The more unstraight the back stitches is, the more realistic the vines look like. Okay, so once you're done with your back stitch, you're happy with the length and its twistiness. I don't know if it's a word. So we will insert our needle in the side of the thread, like so. Okay, so we're gonna wrap the back stitches to make it look like a vines. Close your stitches by making a knot at the back and secure it with the good stitches. And if you prefer gluing them, you can also glue them. And now let's move to the flowers, or how I did my flowers. So basically, first off is you insert thread and then you will wrap your needle 20 times. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So if you've noticed, my right finger is pushing the thread down while the other finger is twisting it until I have 20 wraps. Okay, again, the more wraps, the bigger the bullion is. Okay, so 20 is decent size of petals. If you want it smaller, you wrap it less, like 10 or 15. Okay, and now put the bum of your needle to your project, something like this, and then hold on into the needle and hold on to the bullion and keep twisting them until your 20 wraps is transferred to the end of your needle or into the thread. So you want your needle to be free. Okay, so keep twisting the bullion or the thread until your needle is free. And make sure that all the threads or the 20 wraps they're close to the surface of your project as much as possible. So keep twisting them until you're happy how they look like. Okay, as long as they're attached or they're closer to the surface of your project. You have to bend that 20 stitches and insert your needle next to it. Then get out in the opposite or in the side or wherever you feel like, because wherever your needle get out, that's the start of your other petals. But make sure that your first bullion is shaped like a rainbow. Again, this part here is another petal, so you'll be starting another 20 wraps or 20 bullion in that side. So I have here 4 of my petals. You can always add, make it 5 or 6. It depends of your spaces. And then I will close this gap here by just stitching it. And once you're done with your flower, always end at the back or inside your bag and make a slip knot to secure your yarn or thread. And then again, I always glued my end threads. And also, I would like to glue this part here, my straps or my little closure in the middle of my bag. And voila, we're all done. Their little bag, and I also have a hat for this one. Please refer in the description box below or in the card above for a tutorial of that hat. So it's a decent size bag. You can put your phones, your keys. It still has nice space for your makeups and anything. I love how it looked, and we can close the closure at the top. And for the tutorial of the hat, please refer in the card above or in the description box below. I just put the flower to match up with my bag. And thank you so much for staying with me. I hope to see you again sometime next week. And don't forget to tag me with all your work in my social media. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And thank you so much. Goodbye! Watching every move you make. With one eye open.